Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me for your April monthly forecast. There were times last month when you may have felt really quite marooned, much quieter, much more reflective, but you're going to burst into this new month full of vim and verve. And it's stimulated above all else by the Sun's close connection with Uranus, quite an unpredictable planet, but quite soon the Sun's moving on, but it is still close to Mars and Venus. I have to say this is a very unusual collection. It's known as a stellium when planets gather together tightly. These three are going to be together in a cluster right through to the middle of the month, but the Sun and Mars are going to be side by side for the whole of April. Not in the same sector, but certainly for you they start off in a very enterprising area, one which is brilliant for creativity, for fun, entertainment, sociability, even love. And you may find that you're giving out a very evocative vibe which can draw a lot of admiration and adulation. And certainly on the back of the new moon, which is glorious on the 10th, this can give you a huge surge of confidence and energy. You can feel more attractive, you can give yourself a makeover, you can feel pretty well that everything you do can turn to gold, or will it? Because there is a quarter moon on the 3rd that runs through to that new moon, and the suggestion is you shouldn't be too rash in splashing out financially on having a good time, keep a little bit back. But Mercury is actually in quite a reflective area for you the first couple of weeks of this month, and you may have to go between feeling at times that you really want to have a wonderful time and then actually go back into your shell a little bit. You will come out of this on the 14th. On the 15th, however, Venus moves into an area which is very much to do with practicalities. If there is someone who's difficult to get along with at work, diplomacy is going to be very important in the second half of this month. But then Venus from the 19th goes opposite Saturn, and this is a tough one because for you it's going to be going on in quite a psychological area, because if you're not getting along with someone, they won't necessarily tell you in the upfront and frank way that you like to tell people. It may be that some gossip will go around, some office politics, undercurrents, and all of this can be very enervating, not very pleasant at all. Then on the 20th, the Sun and Mars move together into an area which can be brilliant for getting to grips with your health, being much more virtuous. And if you have been burning the candle in the earlier parts of the month, certainly a good time to trim this back a little bit and focus more carefully on what you eat and drink. But it also can help you work very, very hard. The danger, however, is that with Saturn laying in wait from the lunar eclipse of the 25th, you may actually almost burn yourself out if you try to do too much. So it is going to be very important to manage the transition between all the fun stuff in the first phase of this month and all the much more serious stuff that comes along towards its end. If you carry on having a great time right towards the end, I think suddenly you can feel absolutely wrecked, drained, might find yourself feeling really out of sorts, and also find that some people will oppose you, but as I said before, not necessarily in a direct way. Now it's going to be important therefore to understand that the lunar eclipse which occurs on the 25th can provide a backdrop of energy that lasts for the next 6 months. So if you tend to be a little bit laissez-faire about looking after yourself, this is a little bit of a hint that you need to take your energy, your diet, your exercise regime much more seriously. Is your body a shed or is it a temple? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself. For now, thank you, good luck and goodbye.